Now, the most accurate weather forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Well, the weather department is going to be sounding like a broken record for the next several days. As we look at our 6 WeatherBug network, it's just all going to be about hot and sunny skies. We did have some fair weather cumulus clouds across the coastal bend today, as you see on our WeatherBug network, even out in your First Community Bank in our downtown marina camera there. Pretty nice day, especially if you're going to be enjoying the water. Even our Nissan Automotive out in Kingsville on Highway 77 shows those fair weather cumulus clouds. And then we just get a little bit of some cotton ball puffy clouds that are lingering across the coastal bend today. But it is a hot one out there. We're currently sitting at 88 degrees. Our water temperature has even warmed up to 84 this afternoon. But look at this, George West, you're at 96 degrees right now. Factor in the humidity, and it feels like 104 out there, 101 out in Orange Grove, as well as in Kingsville, 100 degrees, the century mark out in Alice, nearly the century mark out at the Naval Air Station and around Flower Bluff. But here in the city, it's close, 97 degrees, and still feeling like 94 to 96 from Rockport down to Ingleside and Port Aransas as well. If you have evening plans for tonight, there's going to be a couple of those little clouds lingering, but it's going to be a warm and muggy one as temperatures struggle to get into the upper 70s by 10 o'clock tonight, with east-southeasterly winds beginning to calm down only around 6 to 12 miles an hour. And that's going to lead to another round of some fog early in the morning with those light winds taking over, and that could drop that visibility right down to about 1 to 2 miles. So use caution. Once again, we had a couple of little thunder showers in the northeastern half of the coastal bend today. Most of the shower activity was up around Houston, but for the most part, most of us stayed dry as the Lone Star State continues to have high pressure and control, even a high pressure ridge on the surface there, but a little disturbance off in West Texas once again. And then off to the tropics we go. We continue to watch Tropical Wave Invest 90L. This is a 1 o'clock advisory with the winds at 35 miles an hour, gusting to 45, and the movement is finally to the north at 3. But it is right over the Yucatan Peninsula right now, right near Cancun, and still bringing lots of rainfall into Cuba and to portions of southeast Florida already. And it's still encountering plenty of shear, but as it makes its way into the northern and central Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days, it should strengthen to at least a tropical depression. Even as we look at the water vapor imagery, you can see it's trying to get its act together. But as we've been mentioning here on Chris 6, this is not headed to Texas, and this is not a threat to us here. Why? Because we have that high pressure dome that's sitting on top of us. That is protecting us at this point from tropical activity, and it's also going to be protecting us from, unfortunately, some meaningful rainfall as well. But we didn't need it in the form of a tropical storm or depression. But here we go. That's the weather pattern right now. That dome is right on top of us. As we go into the Friday time frame, it's going to emerge into the southern Gulf of Mexico, and that's where we're going to have to watch if it's going to be developing anything. But this high pressure dome is going to be entrenched right on top of us and keep this activity from going any farther than what it's forecast to go into the north central Gulf. It's expected to eventually move into Louisiana, up around Mississippi as well. And we are on the dry side of this, and as it brings in drier air, it's also really going to begin to heat up, and afternoon high temperatures. We're talking about temperatures themselves will get close to 100, and that will send heat indices pretty close to about 105 to 110 degrees. The only thing we could see this on area beaches is going to be increased swell activity and increase the rip current risk as well. Keep that in mind. Now, as far as the rainfall is concerned, again, we're not expecting a whole lot here in Texas, but look it up around the southeastern half of the United States. Those folks are expecting anywhere between 5 up to 10 inches of rain or more with that system. Tomorrow, low 90s, sunny skies, east-southeasterly winds 7 to 14. Inland areas will start to push 100 degrees. Definitely stay hydrated out there. We'll go to 71, 94 tomorrow, 72 and 95 on Saturday. Plenty of sunshine all the way through the Memorial Day forecast weekend, and afternoon highs getting hotter, 97 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Lee, Priscilla.